And that's
You
all you got
froze.
to do. So there you go.
Perfect freezing there, Logan. Perfectly moment to freeze.
Well, now that I've pretty much given you the biggest hint I'm ever going to give anybody, we'll say no more about it.
Yeah.
All right, so you want to accidentally give him the key, and then
Accidentally, just intentionally get it. What this lady, because he likes to think he's obviously thinks he's superior to us with cleverness and that. So fine, give him so to lord over us with that, and maybe give him away or something. I know what this is. You know, ha ha ha. I'm so much more clever than you. Ha ha ha. I just gave myself away or something.
all right, sure, let's go have a chat to him.
Worst case, we just hand over the solution to the guy who killed Noah. So, and he goes off and gets the thing and then does whatever he needs with it. So, either way, we wrap the case up.
All right, but this fails. I'm going to start breaking into some shit. At the end of a rope here.
Totally
So
good
to
with
the
that.
puzzle shop.
No problem.
Okay.
You guys head back to the puzzle nook. Arrive there early in the morning, just as they're opening it, and yeah, he goes, "Officers, what a surprise to see you." The lady with him, the one with Asian features, discreetly just glares at you guys like,
I want to wink at her.
She narrows her eyes at the fat Italian dude who's winking at her. You guys go into the shop and whatnot. He resumes his place behind the counter. She resumes her place. And he says, "Let's keep this brief as I have businesses to run." Other nerdy types begin showing up, nodding at him and going into the back room. Through the back room door, when it opens and such, occasionally, you see...
A room full of lockers.
Oh, that would be some shit there. I think Freddy would lose his fucking shit right there. I don't have a picture of it. It looks like a room full of, like, for this time period, ultra modern computer stuff. Like in the year 2000s, flat screens and stuff like that. So really modern, lots of computer shit. And yeah, then the door closes and the lady sits there and glares at you. About half a dozen of these guys show up, men and women. Of course, there's one more guy than girl because, sexist bastards. So, yeah.
We were looking through a few items that belonged to Mr. Noah, and we stumbled across this. I showed him the key.
May I see that?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. Very interesting.
Oh, what makes you say that?
It doesn't have a number. It seems to be handwritten and in Noah's script.
Yes, we thought that'd be curious. Maybe it fits into a strange storage locker puzzle. We thought maybe you would know what it is.
Nope. He hands it back. He says, but I think that it may be significant.
Is that so?
I go stand over at the window with my hands behind the back, contemplating.
I'm just rubbing my forehead, just so fucking over it.
There's nothing better than watching Freddy pussyfoot around this, and where there's a whip, there's a way.
Thankfully, since we're in a Nerd Store, I just whip out the comic book and be like, does this change your mind a little?
He goes, It's a pity it's not in its original, in a case of some sort. I suppose you'd have to get it evaluated. Could be worth a couple dollars, could be worth several $100.
How about some information?
What information would you like to know?
The kind you're concealing.
I have been nothing but forthright with you, officers. You wound me. Wound me.
Lies and slander. Lies and slander, you filthy man.
Take a card. He just looks at her like, what the fuck?
I take one step back and let her deal with it because apparently my way doesn't work.
The guy is. You
I
guys
just
can
think
give me
you should
empathy
take the
rolls.
opportunity of me making a scene to sneak into the back.
Yeah, she says out loud.
Yes, she does say it out loud. And you notice the lady over there gets something ready under the table. Since she's got plenty of time.
Empathy on the lady.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know what we're doing.
She's getting ready to go, isn't she?
She's getting ready to shoot your ass.
I don't blame her, to be honest, at this point.
I just like give him a little nudge, just joshing you. It's all good. Just some cop humor.
I've never really understood police humor, he says. Perhaps that's why I've never become an officer of the law.
Trying to broaden your horizons, man. You know, open up a little funny bone here. No biggie. Let's just scratch that.
He just stares at you like he doesn't understand what's going on. It's best not to discuss forcibly entering my business in the
anytime now, guys.
back, as Anika becomes rather protective.
We would never do such a thing.
He says something in Mandarin to her. She responds in Mandarin. He looks at you with superiority oozing out of him since you do not speak Mandarin. He said, according to Freddie, if there's any problem, shoot this one first, indicating Freddie. According to Red, he says, please do not start any hostile actions with the police officers. And she's like, but they need shooting. And he says, I know.
I didn't realize that she had it, A and then B and then I.
Apparently you've been practicing a lot and you've just forgotten.
I think I actually know. I used the language boost card. I think that's what helped.
Cool.
Yeah.
So,
I was just trying to figure out how to add Mandarin to my thing. Sorry.
Lovely, no problem. And he says, oh, by the way, yes, you can end a case anytime you want by simply grabbing Freddy by either ear, dragging him to the car, throwing him against it, and say, shadow walk us out of here, or I'll kill you and saw out your soul. And then, that's how you end the case and go do something else if you want. You have to threaten to swallow his soul, though, because otherwise it just... What?
No. We have 1 hour to solve this. No.
As I said, you just have to threaten to swallow his soul. So if you get frustrated, you just got to grab him by either ear, drag him off, or both. Could be your choice. It's wide open. But just want to let you know generally how it works. The players are not stuck on anything. They can go wherever they want in the multiverse, literally. So...
Yeah,
James nods. He's seen that many times. It's like,
well, yeah, and if we leave, it's not like it's us that will be the repercussions of it either. Detectives, the brilliant detectives will have to take the fall for that one.
I already fucked my poor guy's marriage, so.
Right?
This guy was probably like a stand-up husband, and I came in and skinwalked his ass for one day. Just ruined everything.
It gives you a warm feeling inside, though, knowing that now he'll have to really work to repair that breach.
You don't know. It may have been
You're only going to come
just
out
the spark
stronger.
that was what set him off to being on freedom.
Mr. Bunting,
You're welcome.
besides yourself and the other 3 individuals that you mentioned before, did anyone else know about your little project that you were working on?
Oh, yes. Several different government officials and whatnot. And of course, various business concerns. I have been getting quite energetic communications, although they did not know the particulars, from companies such as Skydyne Industries and such.
Of course, they knew about it.
They have their spoons and mini pots.
Yes, they do.
Freddie begins sighing again. He sighs so much you're actually thinking he may be deflating rather than just sighing.
So, Mr. Crumb's details. Do you have them on hand so we can have a
Certainly.
word with him?
If you would like to fly to the Netherlands to speak to
Telephone
him.
number would be preferable. Telephone number would be preferable.
He hooks you up with his information.
Okay.
Of course.
Also, if
Hell of a phone bill.
I've kind of been looking into buying a nice flat screen TV for the wife. And you did mention that you dealt in those sorts of things.
No, I did not.
Oh.
I sell puzzles. Puzzles. I gave you each one yesterday, remember? He smiles at you.
I see. I'll be back later. Thank you.
Good
Start
day.
shaking my puzzle.
Good day.
Once outside, do the cursory look around to see if there's a lock store right there.
No, that'd be rather easy, but no. Believe me,
Yeah.
it's
God.
not easy. If it was easy, you'd have figured it out by now.
Yeah, if we think he is responsible, we could. If we think he knows where the damn thing is, we could just wait here and stake out and then track his ass when he goes someplace. The other place I can think of that would be that might. Were there any kind of lockers or anything at the mental institute?
Yes. The guards probably have their own lockers. No, the criminals don't. You know, when you show up for work, then you put all your shit in there and stuff, you know, that kind of thing. But if he's storing, if the not crazy guy is breaking into a mental institution to store his shit, that's some next level stuff from a guy who's pretty much seems like partially autistic.
Just can't think of any place where you'd give a locker and then you write the damn number on it. I just cannot.
My first
Work
thought was
that out.
honestly Jim, but he doesn't seem like a Jim going type.
Even though those are numbered lockers and they give you the keys for it with the numbers on it, there's no reason that you would write your number on the damn key.
You guys all noticed Tolman Bunting come up and stand looking out. He's still on the inside. He's standing looking out of the front door, of the glass of the front door.
Wave to him.
Blow him a kiss.
He looks at the fat Italian guy blowing him kisses like...
When we go sit in the car, it's not... We'll go find a cup of coffee or give you some pasta. We're Italian, go get some spaghetti.
It's supposed to be the day one, not you. To just...
Hey man, my marriage is crumbling. You let me live my life, all right?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So you guys
You're the
are
one who wanted
going
to go
to
to sleep, for Christ's sake.
drive somewhere else, or...
At least go sit in the car, or we'll sort of period of around the car.
Okay, so dude,
unless
numbers.
there's a copy of a key, in which case you might want to write it down yourself, but you want to have storage like a key printed on.
It looks like it came printed on a storage locker key, like, you know, standard size 18 or whatever.
Yeah, it does seem weird that he wrote number 42 on it.
Yes.
Of course, the 42 could
did
be
we check
rectified.
the puzzles he sent us home with yesterday?
No, they were basic puzzles he just pulled off the shelf.
Random puzzles on the shelf, yeah.
They seem to be, yes. They're even covered in plastic, like that shrink wrap stuff. So if he was actually trying to slip you clues, then he has them sitting out for anybody to buy, which would be a fucking slick way of, no, not, this one seems dented. Let me get you a different one off the shelf. You'd have to go through a lot of that, which would really be an inconvenience.
The real puzzle for that is how to open the damn packaging.
Yeah, pretty much need a knife or something.
I've got a package of scissors, but how do I get to the package of scissors inside so I can use them to open the package of scissors?
That's the worst.
Oh, yeah, I hate those. Right, so you guys are just sitting in your car.
Yeah.
Everybody give me a stealth at half.
I'm completely blanking on anything at this point, so it's not like I can't help you. It's just that I've got nothing in my head at the moment. Yep, that has not a problem.
I just need one more stealth at half, and you guys are the luckiest people in the world. Now, okay, you see Tolman Bunting come out of his shop, and then he pauses on the corner, goes, oh, it stretches out, and then he goes, looks at his watch, goes, huh, and he walks over and buys a cup of coffee from a nearby shop and goes in his shop. It looked like he was going to go somewhere else, did a stretch, decided, no, I'll get some coffee and go back in my shop.
I do. Oh, I can assistant re-roll your roll there, Nora, but trying to get to a half on that is really going to be tricky.
Super
Oh, I
tough.
can reroll too. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, sure. I have a skill 5 as well. Emily.
I'll play the assistant re-roll anyway because I've got it and I'm just playing it now.
Oh, well, she played it already.
I mean, doing the school stuff is all the school cards is independent of.
Yeah, there's no way to make this. It's crazy low.
Yeah, it is.
I one more because he played the assistant.
Can the man just stretch in peace?
There you go.
Yes.
Oh, fuck me. Right. He walks right by you guys, doesn't notice you for some reason, even though you're sitting there in a police car.
Fucking lights going.
Police car.
Slowly watching. He goes over and he goes to a taxi rank and he goes to the first taxi in it and he says something to the driver and then he goes and gets in the back and the cab goes, and it seems to be really going a bit fast.
Stealthily.
Follow him.
Give me a surveillance roll because you've already got your drive roll well, actually, give me a drive roll also because the taxi driver's doing the slow down and go through the fucking lights and shit. Oh, yeah, you're a fucking. It shows like the people on the sidewalks all scattering and shit. As Freddy's like. Now give me a surveillance roll as you are in motion trying to keep an eye on them without them seeing you. This is all you, Freddy. What?
Support?
Yeah, sure.
Can they support?
You guys do want to support.
So you two get to roll your surveillance to attempt to support Freddy by wildly yelling in his ear. Reb gives you a negative 10 because fuck you, Freddy.
Wisconsin's that way.
Oh,
you want to go Wisconsin.
I've got an assistant plus 10% card.
Ah, okay. You can cancel out Reb's yelling Wisconsin continuously at Freddy. Okay, so you're back down to failing. Cool. All right. So all the supports and stuff go away, and then suddenly the cab stops driving crazy, drives completely normally, and you guys go to the ice capades. What?
And the 0 point.
Sorry, what?
And the 0 point.
Would you like them to? Right, after repeatedly ramming the back of the cab with the sirens on, the cab driver gets up and begs for his life.
And another one not doing that.
I don't have any cards for assistant re-roll. Hey!
Cool. After driving crazy for a while, the cab then gets more mellow and it stops by a hardware store, parks across 3 handicapped lanes, and it's doing the leaving the engine running. Tolman Bunting hurries out and goes into the hardware store. The cab's still there, it's still idling.
He's grabbing some lockpicking tools.
Tolman Bunting comes out with a package that looks like it's about this long, and it seems to go out and then curve like that.
Okay.
No telling what it could be. It's as mysterious as possible.
Okay.
And then he gets in the cab, And the cab goes and drives up. And eventually you guys get to the edge of Lake Michigan, which is as big as an ocean. And they've got like buildings and shit on the pier. They call it the pier and stuff. And it's like a little carnival type atmosphere and all that. And now everybody gets like you eventually have to, well, okay, you have two choices, Freddie. You can either drive through the crowds of people, which will get messy,
Tempting.
or you can park
Tempting.
and go on foot. Okay, no problem. You park in a don't park here zone, but it's a police car, so you know, fuck them. And now I need a surveillance roll from everybody in order to be stealthy. Everybody's got to make it if you're all wanting not to get spotted by this guy.
Surveillance to be stealthy or stealth to be
Oh,
stealthy?
stealth would work as well. You can,
Damn it.
no, you keep that because you fucking
Yeah.
got
Okay.
checking your surveillance and shit.
Yeah.
Check mark. Check
All
mark.
right, then, well,
Yep.
No problem. The guy goes in to, hold on a
I
minute.
really cannot remember what the answer is to this damn thing. So I'm as much surprised as you guys for what the answer
you're
would be.
no longer the brain. It'd be useful now.
Well, how can you argue that? He goes in and there's like some lockers and stuff where guests can leave stuff, and it looks like it's 5 high and 20 long, and he goes over until he finds one of the lockers, presumably number 42, and he goes, "Now let's see if you fucking pulled it off, you punk." Pulls out this dumb looking Hawaiian hat. He's like, looks in it. He's checking. You guys are like hitting around the corner.
Do we want to
and
go
shit.
take him now or not? He's obviously got the wrong
He
foot
looks
to it.
through it and there's nothing useful in there. He puts it back. He could, sorry, and he goes, that does not make any sense. Well, maybe he never did figure it out. You poor dumb dead bastard. I was drinking your honor. He
Are we
cleans
going?
up the crowbar,
You want to go arrest him then?
puts it over there.
Yeah, sure.
Really not.
He starts walking toward the
Benny,
exit like,
Benny.
doo-doo-doo. You guys want to get him for breaking and entering?
Yeah, I was breaking and entering.
All right. He immediately surrenders. He goes, I surrender. Hey, what did they do?
You broke into a locker
Yeah.
that doesn't belong to you.
Oh, no. He says, I'm going down for breaking into a locker. I will
Yep.
pay the fine, officer. Please write me a ticket. Or do
Like
we
dumb
have to put
games
me
with
in
dumb
handcuffs?
prizes. Handcuffs.
What?
So-
He says,
You thought 42 was here?
he often spoke of his great love of this place and of coming here to think sometimes, especially when he was a student.
I tried to check to see if the key fits.
No, it does not.
So not there 42. Well, 42 would it have been? 4 across, 2 down. I don't know.
Almost like a chess move.
It fits just like a chess move.
I did not.
You, sir. Good job.
Card for both of you
Good
guys.
job.
Yeah, it fits, and the guy goes,
Oh,
son of a
42.
bitch.
I was completely guessing.
He's sitting there in
yes,
it's
his,
like that
he's sitting there
stupid
in
little
his
horse that we
handcuffs
don't know
going,
what it does.
son of a bitch.
Okay.
Oh, denied. What is denied? Telephone card. Oh, that's a card you want, Freddie.
Yeah, too bad you can't trade it to me.
Yeah, and we've already gone through the stats kill card anyway.
Oh, I
It-
can't trade it
it's-
to him?
It's as big, like if you were to stack 2 briefcases on top of each other, that's how big this thing is. It's a double wide briefcase. You don't know what's inside of it, or if it's trapped, or any of that shit.
All right, Freddie, chill out for a minute, man.
Freddie has a raging boner, and he's sweating a lot for some reason. You're rather.
Damn it, just sweating again.
Oh yeah, he's the sweatiest man you've ever seen. Just imagine Woody Allen, who's being continuously misted. You cannot even imagine his girlfriend or boyfriend. It's a horrifying thought. Either way.
All right, I'm gonna go get the briefcase.
No.
He
Oh,
goes, Tolman goes, please be careful with
calm
that,
it
officer. Please.
down, Freddy.
Be careful
I'll
with
be
that.
very careful.
The
Push
federal.
you, I will tase you.
What? He said, I've been nothing but cooperative. He says, you'll want to be careful with that because.
He did not freeze. Okay.
He's about to go to that, like, I've been nothing but compliant, but I totally withheld information,
back.
which is why I'm here.
And that's how he manages to steal the briefcase, incapacitate the three of you, and get away.
Yep. What can you say? He's just that good, you know.
Oh, gotta use those freezes when they come. Okay, no, he says, please be careful with that, officer, because your superiors, here, I'll tell you how it's going to play out. You'll take me back, you'll book me for this misunderstanding with the locker. My lawyer will come, I'll be released, I'll make a phone call, your boss will call you into his office and he'll say, excuse me, we have some people here from the NSA. You have something that they need, and they will take that away.
Yeah, they probably will.
I quietly lean into my fellow officers and say, not if we don't turn it in.
That's just
Not if he's not alive, I say out loud.
Huh?
What? He says,
I'm more interested in sorting out who the clown was.
I assure you, I've had no trespass with clowns.
I figured Freddy was going to be all on board with hoarding this thing, so.
Oh, yeah.
Not really. It's the peak of 2000s technology. There's the thing.
Have you not seen how Freddy's been acting about this thing the whole fucking time?
He's breathing fast and shallowly and sweating a lot, and his pants are pitching a little tent for some reason. It's confusing to you because, yeah, like, and Tolman Bunting says, what do you mean the peak of 2000s technology?
Yeah.
Cashew.
He's been to places where this is nothing.
What? I want to go to those places, says Tolman.
Yeah.
No.
So yeah. So for this place, oh, perfect. That's the nut. For other places, yeah.
What other places?
Would you like to go there someday?
I'm very interested.
Tell you
You
what.
can take my place and I can go back to my cabin.
Unless you're
If
talking
you
about,
tell us-
you're not talking about Italy, are you? He looks
no.
dubiously at you.
Tell us.
No, I lean close to him and say, Oliver McDaniels knows where.
He looks confused.
That's the crazy guy. So.
No, I am. Logan
Yeah.
knows. He looks confused.
Yeah.
Like what?
Maybe if you told us who killed Noah, we could take you there.
I can tell you who didn't kill Noah.
Was it you?
I did not kill Noah. He rattles his handcuffs at you.
Hmm.
Is there even any point doing empathy on that?
Do you think there's any point in doing empathy on that?
I think
You can give me an empathy roll if you want.
yeah.
I quite believe that he wants this device and he wanted Noah alive for it. So I don't see the motive. Remember means, motive, opportunity. Remember those three things?
Take a card for reminding Freddy of those three things, because Freddy thought greed, technology, and having sex with both.
That's mice. That's the one you want for that.
There you go. Yes. You two who made your empathy rolls, disdain. That's what you're getting from him. Isn't empathy a fun skill? You get to find out his major overriding emotion, which may or may not tell you if he is lying, depending on how you read it.
Oh, I don't trust him worth dick.
Well spoken.
But yeah,
He does seem an untrustworthy individual.
Maybe for a different reason.
Let's go. These handcuffs chafe. Rattle, 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 rattle.
I want to tase him so bad, guys.
Let's not tase me. I can wait here, he says.
Well, then you sit there and be patient. Thank you.
Do I see a seat around? He says.
Yeah, the
Sure.
ground.
Frankly, I'm just inclined to let him go, but it's up to you.
Letting me go will
majority
save
will.
you a lot of trouble. And in fact, if you want to make a deal with me right now, I'll give you $2 million or make a $2 million purchase of policeman's ball tickets if I can walk out of here with that device right now.
That's
I
not
can't break
happening.
into the place, but bribery works.
Bribery does not work.
Yeah, he says, I would really have preferred it to work. A nice,
Yeah, I'm sure
a
you
nice
would.
working, well, I always like to have a good working relationship with the police officers who help keep me safe. 2 million reasons to consider it.
Money doesn't
How?
matter where we're from.
Where are you
How
from?
When
everywhere.
Get out the badge again. 5th precinct. Yeah.
yeah, that one.
Hey, he looks at you guys oddly. He's thinking,
Yeah, we've got the. I'm not even sure how to solve this at the moment. I'm
All
trying
right,
to
so we
blank.
got the shit from the locker, and this guy's clearly a douchebag. We just need to figure out who killed our clown-hating dude.
I would like to point out also that Nora, in her current Italian man disguise, which you guys can't see, but apparently Bunting can, is currently the one holding the briefcase. You notice that Freddy's eyes have not left the briefcase. He's looking at it.
Up here, Freddy. My eyes are up here.
Oh.
Stop checking out my package, Freddy.
What? Oh.
You do that too well.
It appears
shift
that
Briefcase to my other hand further away from Freddy.
it just shows the eyes follow it. And you're thinking that the briefcase may actually be sucking his brains out.
I have a way to solve this. Well, not the case, just the get him in the police car.
At last, he says, where are you parked?
So before we do that, there's like little gift shops and stuff around, right? It's like a pier
Absolutely.
boardwalk kind of
There's
thing.
all kinds of shit.
Mhm.
Okay. So before we do this, I'm gonna go into a shop real fast and get one of those Mister bottles you get for when you're hot at the beach and fill it with water, and then I'll go back to the car with them.
I know who it is. I think
Every
I know
time
who it
Freddy starts glancing over, I'm just gonna start spritzing him
is.
like a bad cat.
Take a card, please. Excellent. Freddie, you will get wetter and wetter as you go. It's like sitting there driving, glances back. Ah, my eye.
I don't know if he's in a new state to drive. I'll get some hot
Alright, so
dogs.
you should be
Because we're
driving.
at the carnival, I get hot dogs.
Alright, put him in the car.
Yeah.
I want to drive him. It should be near a lake somewhere, right?
There's a lake? Yeah, there's a giant fucking lake. It's one of the Great Lakes. It's big. It's so big you could confuse it for an ocean or a sea.
I want to just drive along the lake somewhere, just park the car where there's no people around.
Unfortunately, people really tend to like to hang out near the edges of water, especially in Illinois. And so driving along the lake, there's a place called Lakeshore Drive. This is where all the cops hang out and all the expensive houses and rich people and shit. They all fucking congregate there. And you can't even drive certain kinds of vehicles along this road, like trucks and shit, because the rich people don't like it. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, if you wanted to get into the lake, that's very, very easy. You just have to drive along the pier through the crowds of people, honking or not, depending on how bloodthirsty you're feeling, until you launch off the end. And once again, Thelma and Louise. It always ends in that in Freddy's mind for some reason.
I wonder what happened if I just tossed the suitcase into the water.
Freddy would
How bad
fucking
Freddy would
shit
lose it.
himself, and then he would drive off into like a tree or something to show empathy for the case. But if you do that, I'll actually give you some cards just for irritating Freddy, because irritating Freddy's always worth some cards. Every game, just so you know. Every game you're ever in.
What do you think,
irritating
Jameis?
No.
Ah,
We are at least trying to maintain the fact that we are the good cops.
Tolman Bunting's gotten unusually quiet as you guys are talking. He's starting to look a bit nervous now.
Yeah. I'm,
Freddy's looking in the back mirror every now and then. Just making sure he's still there. Continues driving.
wait, who's in the back seat with him?
That would probably be you with the case.
yeah. Well, you can sort of see our dilemma, Mr. Bunting, and that we're trying to find someone who knew about Noah's thing with the clowns. The fact that he probably needed a finger and was able to set up the whole thing with the clown meeting. You know, that's a point of someone of some degree of intelligence, so you can see why we would suspect you for it.
Hey, Cthulhu, you just remind me of something.
Because we respect your intelligence, is what I'm getting here.
Thank you, he says.
Yeah. I completely agree with you that no, you don't want Noah dead. You want him alive and be able to deal with this case and such. So,
What if I need further enhancements or upgrades to this? Having Noah dead does not serve anybody.
exactly. So, who having him dead and this locked away, who does that serve?
Criminals, he suggests. Freddy's just he's cruising slowly back to the police station at the kind of speed that. What?
Wait, hell away from the police station.
Where are you
No.
taking me? Says Tolman, getting more nervous.
Yeah, where are you taking us?
You see a very mysterious look on Freddy's eyes. Noah.
Sprint with the water.
Can
That's
he
going to turn out
escape
he's
somehow?
actually shadow walking all this entire time in the front car.
He might be. It only if you want to do that, Freddy, let me know. But yeah, that would be a way to get rid of Tolman Bunting, I suppose.
I would
Honestly,
like-
well, I don't know. It depends on which level of shadow walking he uses. We're not talking about
would
comes with or not.
I want to find a secluded enough place just to park the car somewhere.
Illinois doesn't have a huge number of these. The closest place you can find that's semi-secluded, like only 3 or 4 other families, is like one of those parks that has the big cement benches and barbecue pits and stuff like that.
What about like a parking garage?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you go up into a parking garage. People are constantly getting tortured to death in those.
Cameras that don't park anywhere where there's
Oh,
cameras.
there's cameras in parking garages. They like to do that for insurance.
I don't go there. Go to park instead.
Okay, yeah, there's only 3 or 4 other families wandering around and their kids, you
How
know.
are you planning?
Witnesses.
Tolman's beginning to fucking, just one little rivulet of sweat goes down. Just one.
All right.
I really don't know anything else, officer, he says.
You just threatened the police officer.
What?
Did you not remember what you said earlier?
What?
At the storage locker place.
What?
You know, your lawyer will come down and do some bad stuff to us.
That's not a threat. I'm just telling you the narrative of what will happen.
Is that so?
Yes.
I parked the car somewhere. Get out. Open his door.
He just sits there and looks at you. He goes, hey, he looks over at James. He's like, please talk to your friend before he does something regrettable and irreparable.
Squinelli? What are you doing?
I'm making sure he's no longer going to be an issue.
I won't be an issue, he says quickly.
Okay, I'm going to get out of the car, go around, shut the door, and take Pasquinelli away and say, "What the hell are you doing?" I'm really not following this.
I'm going to get rid of him
Why?
because I don't want him in this world anymore.
What? What does that have to
really
do?
want a man like that getting his hands on this device.
He doesn't have his hands on the device. We've got the device.
Yeah, but imagine if he does get his hands on it.
There's going to be no worse than any government getting their hands on a device like this. What do you think the NSA is going to do with it when they get their hands on it?
They're not going to get their hands on it because they're not going to know about it.
If we hand it over to the police, like we're
No,
supposed to.
I'm not going to know it to anyone. We're keeping it. He's
What?
the only one.
You're
do you
you're
want
able to
this?
hear this, as is the guy in there. Apparently, Freddy's lust for this ancient tech is so strong that he has
Yes.
a rage boner now, is what you're thinking. That's not good, Nora
You've
thinks.
dealt with higher degree tech than this. Why the hell do you want this? As you just said, this is ancient tech for you. I don't know why you're so obsessed by it.
We don't actually know what this is.
We could look in the briefcase and find out. Unless it's some miracle thing, it's just
Start clutching the briefcase even tighter.
yeah. Unless there's some sort
You
of
have
miracle
to get
thing.
us out
No,
of here,
it-
he whispers. Your friend is
It's like
sane,
the
but your other
epitome
one's
of-
insane.
It's like they put him in 2000s tech. Woo, what do you do? You've dealt with more experienced stuff than that. I mean, we've handled laser pistols and the like. What the hell has this got to do with that? It's like getting excited over a telephone. No, we got much better things than telephone. Like the landlines that we had before, it's about as exciting as that.
So
It's
what?
not an exciting thing.
You want the NSA to get their hands on this?
I
Good
don't
catch.
really. Yeah, I don't really
Sorry.
care. I mean, this is, from what you guys have been saying, this is a shadow realm where the NSA get a hold of it. Who gives a damn?
Exactly. Who cares if one random idiot like that one, I'd point to the guy in the car, just
He
disappears.
says.
And you're the ones that keep going on about order and chaos in the damn worlds. So
Yes.
if we just give it to the NSA, that's who's going to keep order in this world.
No, we need less order. Too much order in the world right now. We need more chaos.
That's not what everyone keeps telling me. We want more bloody order.
Well, all I know is I don't want to give this to anyone. Because
I want
we
to
don't
open the
know what
briefcase. I'm waiting.
Are you wanting to open it?
Yeah, feel free.
Yeah, I'm just fucking sitting here.
Yeah, sure. You crack it open. Tolman looks over because he says, "Don't mind if I take a look. I probably
I
going to
spritz
die
him with the water
today."
bottle.
Yeah. He says, "Don't use the water around it," he says. It looks like a whole bunch of computer gobbledygook. Give me your computer hardware roll. It's like
that would be it.
all kinds of
I've got
weird.
computer use general, computer use hacking.
Welcome to picking up a new skill called computer hardware.
Oh shit, okay.
Well, you can't tell anything about it because there's no screen or anything. It looks like it has a lot of wires that plug into other things, but it doesn't have any
I mean,
screen
I
of
have
its own.
the laptop still underneath.
Oh, yeah, if you want to hook it up, go for it.
All right, I have a skill plus 15% card I want to use before I roll.
Okay, good. That will help you hook everything up correctly. Tolman's attempting to support you. Would you like his advice on things?
No, he doesn't need it.
With your card, though, you still make it, yeah?
Oh, okay, cool.
Ah,
Yeah.
so be sure to write in your new skill, as I think now you may actually know more than Freddie does. Right. And yeah, you hook it up correctly. Now give me a computer use roll, and What are you wanting to attempt to do with this thing? Computer use just gets it all going smoothly. No, that button over there, says Tolman. He continues talking into your ear, risking getting spritzed.
Oh shit.
That's what I say. If you're that worried about it, you can just sabotage the device that doesn't work properly.
No, but then why would
No,
it not
don't
just
do
use
that, says Tolman. No. This is valuable. Don't
I just
you
failed the
have-
roll, so I may have intentionally done that.
He says, if you unhandcuff me, I can try to use it.
It doesn't touch that.
Aren't you guys outside of the car?
They
Yeah.
are. They're just yelling at you, and like Freddy's rage boner's almost smashing into the car, just to let you know how much he cares about this thing.
I mean, as I said, if you're that worried about it, you just arrange for it to not actually work properly, and then you hand that over to the NSA, so it doesn't matter.
Do that and not just use it ourselves.
Tolman's
Why
like,
do you want it?
what?
What is it? Why do I want it?
Yeah, why do you
Look
want
at
it?
Freddy,
Look at
you're
it.
not being straight with us. Why the hell would I listen to you?
What do you mean I'm not being straight? It's a super duper computer hacking thing.
The 4th of 2000s.
We don't know that.
I think we're about to find out.
What time
Because it
period
looks
do
like
you
she's-
think
she's
you're
moving.
in? Is this part of the galactic overlord thing that he was talking about?
Yes.
Oh God, he says, I'm gonna die. He just covers his face. He comes to his own mortality thing. He's like, ugh.
I actually recognise the actor. He's a pretty good actor.
Oh,
Fisher
yeah.
Stevens. Yeah.
So what did you find out there?
Blow it over to him while Freddy freaks out.
Okay.
No.
Tolman
I opened the
offers
door.
his handcuff. Oh shit! He says he's trying to pass it back. Ah, take it, he's gonna kill me. Ah! Freddy, you're getting spritzed. And the guy's closing it, trying to protect the device with his body as water's flying over it. Freddy, you're getting spritzed in the
I pulled
face.
Freddy away. We may have been the initiative rolled and grappling and stuff.
Grab the case with one hand.
Right, Jameis, what's your strength? Freddy, what's your strength?
Oh, I'm nothing compared to him.
Well,
88.
I don't know.
70.
70? Oh, yeah. Give me a 40 or less to drag him away screaming.
Maybe it's 30 or less, true.
Oh, either way, give me something low.
I'm going to push the button and not care.
Ah. All right, Freddie, give me a grapple roll. You're at a negative because Tolman's trying to protect it with his body. No, he says.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
ends up falling out and smashing on the ground. No, says Tolman.
Look what you did.
Why are you giving it to him?
No.
Why are you trying to grab it?
Tolman attempts to break the police handcuffs with his rage. Ah, he writhes around.
There you go. Happy? Now no one has it.
No!
This is what happens when you kids can't share your toys.
This is what happens when you try to give the toy to the wrong dude.
Well, maybe you should have been more clear with us.
Do you want to spritz him
I
some more?
want.
You've got a spritz bottle.
Huh?
You want to spritz him some more?
I'm about to bust out the mace, my god. You know we got mace up on that bitch.
Tolman
right,
starts
everybody
crying.
just- Calm down for a second, okay? Just everybody take it back. Take a breath. It's okay. It's okay.
No.
God damn it, Mace.
Go and grab the briefcase from the floor. Try and.
There's like various pieces all over and stuff in there. A couple of them fall out.
Okay. Well. There, see? This is what happens when you're not straight with us.
Ah, my eyes!
Break it more.
He says.
Oh, it's super dead now.
She sits there and laughs at him. Please take me to jail, he says.
No.
Should we,
What?
No, I'm saying no to Pasquale here. No, whatever you're planning. No.
you don't want to kill him?
No,
Why?
because we don't go around killing people.
He tries to see you through his maced eyes. Ah!
I mean, you might not, but
I try to stop people who do.
he broke that.
Who cares?
I do.
I'm pretty sure because you guys were grappling over it.
I'm pretty sure Pasquale doesn't actually care.
Eh. I'm clever.
So, clown murder?
Oh yeah, that. I pick up the remaining. I just kind of shove the remaining pieces back into the briefcase, close it, hand it to Nora.
Oh boy.
Rattle, 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 rattle.
Oh yeah. It's fucked.
All right. I put my hand on I lean on the roof of the car. So, it's obvious he didn't do it. Good work, detectives.
My eyes are burning.
I spritz him with the water.
Ah, thank you. Thank you.
So, who do we think did do it? I kind of want to check out who sent the frickin' advert out in the first place for the
Please
clown.
take me to jail. And the hospital.
No, shut up, you.
I've been maced.
We all had to go through it during the academy. You'll be fine.
Ah, God. What kind of brutal academy do they have?
Please get.
By the way, I still want that TV.
I don't sell TVs, you psycho.
I think we should just let him go. It's not helping us at all, having him here.
Well, you want to just set him down on the pier and say, see ya?
You're in some sort of public park. As you're looking around, you notice the 3 to 4 different families I mentioned earlier are all like, and a couple of them are like, the dads are shepherding the kids in the car, like, time to go, time to go, time to go.
So there's no more witnesses, you say?
There's still some, but I mean, the smart ones got out quick.
Cinder blocks on the feet.
Yeah. It just shows one of the guys going, that's why we don't trust cops. And the kids are like, yay.
Where's that bag of line shovel card? Need it?
It's right here.
Really?
You have it.
Yeah.
This is the ultimate time for that card. My God.
Yeah.
Could you read that card to Emily? Because I don't think she knows what that one does yet.
Oh, make anyone body in your possession disappear permanently.
Problem solved?
Yes. So can we kill him now?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
You don't need to kill him.
It'd be more fun.
No
if you
fun.
did.
Yeah.
You've got about 8 minutes left to figure out what to do with this poor bastard.
I'm happy to just let him go at this point.
Hey, you. I lean in through the window. I want 3 TVs, and I'll let you go.
He just stares at you like you fucking lost it.
4 TVs.
Sure, whatever you want, he says.
Great. So who do we think is the clown anyway?
So are we letting him go then?
I would like to leave now, he says.
Yeah, I'll let him go.
Thank you. He hurries over to one of the families. He's like, I will literally pay you $100 to get me to a hospital or the police station or my shop. I don't really care which. And they're like,
Wait, what happened to the $2 million?
That went bye-bye with the briefcase.
Yeah.
yeah, the family's like
thought you
loading
were
him
in the
into their
hospital.
car. Yeah, they're driving off at a sedate thing. They don't know what's going on. One of our family's just sitting there, and the husband's like, "Did I tell you this is the best vacation or what?" And the kids are like, "Yay!"
Well, unless we can sort of in the next 5 minutes solve the clown murder, these guys, the detectives are pretty much fucked anyway. But we're not going to put cold-blooded killing on their list.
Hmm.
Well, you don't
Are we
want to
doing
max that
anything with
out?
this mod after this, or is this just kind of it
No,
for
that's it.
today?
This is it for the day. We're
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
The fun thing is that even if you fail, you don't find out the answer because, you know, somebody may get stuck like Freddy. It'll probably be fucking Freddy. Might get stuck playing through it again on a rerun. You two don't play often enough to get reruns on purpose.
No.
So Freddy will be stuck with the same mod going, fuck you. And the
So I'm
airplane
gonna
will be like,
pull out my gun and put it to the dude's head.
What dude? Yourself, dude?
No, we still have passed. Oh no, he just left, didn't he?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
gone
You're
already,
like,
damn
I'm
it.
going to pull out my gun. Oh, he's gone, isn't he? Okay.
I thought I didn't realize it was moving that quick. I was like, before he goes.
If you had a chance to leave the psycho cops real quick, would you? They're like, I think we should kill him. Oh, I think we should let him go. Kill, let
Shoot
go.
out the tires.
Oh, you can probably chase them down in their fucking station wagon and shit while they're driving, you know, and shoot out their fucking tire. Oh wait, no, it's the 2000s. They got one of those over heavy on the top fucking soccer mom vans. You'd shoot out the tires and cause them to fucking roll or something. Yeah.
All right, so we got 5 minutes left. What do you
We
want?
drive to the public library. I need to use the computer.
Okay.
She's got a she's got a laptop literally in the car. I mean,
No Wi-Fi.
no,
Yeah,
not
no
here in this
connection.
fucking park.
Yeah, so we need a Wi-Fi. Hence, library.
Cut two, you eventually arrive at the library. On your radio, after you reach the library, they begin like calling for you and asking you to come back into the police station for some reason.
Sure, we'll be right there.
All right, that seems to help. And you go into the public library, hurry over, push the homeless people out of the way so you can get to the computers.
All right, I want to look up the advert that was put up for the clowns.
Cool.
That
It
you
doesn't
can
give
basically
any
submit
extra information.
anonymous details about it. Just go to a newspaper and say, hey, I want to put this in. I'm not going to give you my name. It's Fake McFakerson. Here's some money for the advert. Bye.
Oh, this
I
is just
can,
on, it's like on a BBS type deal. So it's even more anonymous than that.
Oh, it's not an actual website.
No. Wah, wah.
Yeah.
Well, I might like it then.
See, I know the way these sort of procedures usually go, but you just pretty much knock people off until whoever's left is the guilty person, but I can't work out who that is.
It's not the wife, it's not the brother, it's not that dude. Could be his assistant.
Could be a random psychopath wandering around in clown get up with a
Could
fucking
be
red
someone
balloon.
we've completely failed to come across who's been bothered chasing down half our leads.
Oh no, I will say that in all these you always do come across the murderer because there's nothing that is more hack writing than finding the murderer on the last page. It's like, oh, it was Mr. Tommy who we never met before, but is actually the one who did it. Yeah, somehow. That's hack writing. That's horrible.
Or you do the Christie. Oh, it turns out these two people were married all the time, and the detective found that out about halfway through the book, but didn't reveal it to the end.
Yeah.
That was an important clue.
Horrible.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, that's why I don't
Well,
read Agatha Christie.
So that's what I did. We just go through, we just murder everyone on the list, and then we sure to get the murderer.
Well,
Would-
why did you let him go then?
Because we're sure it's not hunting.
Would you guys
That was
like to
a-
just give up and do end of mission card play and stuff? This is galling to Freddy. Hey, you know that the players don't solve all of them. So far, this mission's got, I think, one group is solved, or one or two groups have solved, and one hasn't now.
This is gonna keep me up at night.
Yes.
If you're really obsessed, you could split up to the top by looking the episode up. But then you would definitely be on a no-brainer if you ever came across it again, as opposed to just going, "What the fuck happened?"
Yeah,
I'm wondering if maybe the assistant overheard the thing. Maybe, maybe he sent the assistant to get the fingerprint to then go to his house, look for the thing, didn't find it. Then we brought him the key. Then he was like, the key. Then he went to that storage locker, didn't find it again.
Noah's more useful to him alive.
Super. I mean,
There's
what if there was a
no
glitch?
reason
on it?
Bill
what to-
saying the wife.
Motive. There's no motive there. I can't think of anyone who had a motive to kill him. Maybe the Mike chap who we didn't bother with, random bad guy Mike chap. But
yeah, no, it's probably not him.
unless you want to suddenly try and track him down the last minute.
I wanna.
Do you want me to just spoil it for you guys, or?
No.
Because I can tell it's
I
going to
wanna-
bother you. No? Okay, fine.
Because if I'm on a no-brainer,
Good
and
point.
if we get to this point,
Emily, after everybody else logs off, you and Jameis can stay on if you want, after Freddie logs off, and I will tell you because you're never going to play this again, and yes, it would keep you up. I understand. Okay,
Yeah.
so.
I've seen the episode, but I cannot remember the answer.
Unfortunately, I didn't write down which episode it was, or I'd have you just go watch it, but you know.
It was Mentalist was a long time ago.
It was a lot of episodes too.
I mean, I can find out which episode it was. It's not that hard. Just look up those names because they can identify.
Sure. All right. So, end of mission card play and stuff.
Pretty much.
Cool.
I think,
It's a 2 hero point adventure for you guys because wow.
I used a more creative. I've got it here somewhere card to pull out something with lots of flashy lights and buttons and give it to Freddie to play with.
All right.
thank you.
That's nice. Okay, so let's go through end of mission card play. Or first, before we do end of mission card play, sorry, I knew there was something I was forgetting. Titles for the episode. What have you got? Give me ideas. God damn, she's got Google Foo and shit.
I ain't fucking around, man.
Italian job.
That would be copyright.
Yeah, I'd be worried about getting the copyright guys on me.
Does that mean Insane Clown Posse's out at the morning?
Yeah. Anything that's an obvious title of something else, but yeah, that would have been a good one.
Insane Clown Murder Posse?
Insane Clown Murder. Shorter is better on titles. Okay.
ICMP.
Okay. Nobody will understand that. Okay, grab a card. Who else has got one for me? You can't name all of your modules that.
A chess reference. E4. Just that.
It's a bit too.
Yeah, it's a bit
esoterically
too
brief.
Yeah.
No, you said brief is good.
Well, yeah, but not so brief. Nobody gets it, or it's not funny.
All right, knight to E4.
There you go.
Bunting to E4.
What was that?
Bunting to E4.
Okay. I will read off the titles, and you guys can tell me which one you like best. We have Best Detectives Ever, Bunting to E4, Insane Clown Murder, Knight to E4, or Womp Womp. Which ones do you guys like? Which?
Best Detectives Ever.
Best Detectives Ever.
Okay. Cool. Let's see. And the mulch. Okay. Right. For the last thing, Freddie, what have you got to say to the studio audience and all the fans out there who are beating on their computer screaming, no, you need to check this?
I'll be back on this mod one day, and I'm going to solve it once the others reach this point.
Okay. Jameis?
Remember to buy sponsor brand products for all your sponsor brand needs.
Emily?
It's episode or season 2, episode 21. If anybody needs to go watch it.
Season 2, episode 21. Okay, cool. And, right, I'm going to go ahead and end the recording here.